This meeting is called to order. First item is the minutes from the previous meeting. Okay, thank you. This meeting is called to order. Have you guys had a chance to look at the minutes from the last meeting?
Yes.
I have.
Any corrections or changes or anything?
No.
Okay, the minutes are accepted as presented, and we'll move on to let's see, basically March 3rd preferential primary and early vote.
So I did have a correction to make for if there's nothing in your book. Fayetteville Public Library on the last day of early voting, which was Friday, the 20th. They have an event in there that afternoon, so we'll need to close at 1 rather than 4.
Okay.
So I have that corrected on it. I have basically a new notice for the
Okay.
commission to sign.
Okay.
So that's just the only correction to the early vote, just so that we have that.
Is that, we're like 3 days or 4 days there?
For 3 days
Okay.
there. And those hours also to note are 9 to 6 rather than 8 to 6. The library doesn't open until 9. And so we'll match those hours.
Okay.
So,
Super. All right, so we need to sign that.
yeah, and I've got one big document so we
Oh,
can do
okay.
the early vote and
Okay.
election day.
Okay. Election day signs.
So I did find us a replacement for Mount Comfort Church of Christ. It is also a Church of Christ. It's called Fayetteville Church of Christ. It is just 1 mile from the Mount Comfort Church of Christ. Now, it is not as big as Mount Comfort Church of Christ. That area,
Yeah.
that polling place was very large. However, this does, I think, provide us with enough space,
Mhm.
considering that more and more people are early voting.
Right.
You know, we'll definitely be banking on that. The parking is definitely adequate in comparison to some of the other locations that we might have been able to find out on Mount Comfort. The one thing we do really like about this location is that it's at a light. I don't know if you've ever driven on Mount Comfort at either between 7 and 8:30 and
Mhm.
between 4:30 and 5:30. It is a nightmare.
Right.
So to get in and off of
Mm.
Mount Comfort is very, very difficult. So this is actually, there's a light there at the Casey's. And then it's just kind of a little jaunt back off to Dean Solomon.
Mhm.
But for our voters who are trying to go vote, they're going to have a light to get to the
Good.
church. And when they come out of there, they're going to have a light to be able to go either way.
Okay.
So I do think that its location and the proximity to that traffic light is very good. And then, of course, the bottom map that I show you is just kind of a larger map of like the complete area. That area just continues to grow.
Yeah.
But this church, I think will be adequate for us for
Mhm.
the 2026 election, definitely.
Super. Okay.
That's a great job. Thank you for your diligence
Tenacity.
of getting that done.
Yeah.
It was really important that we had somebody on that side of
Oh,
the highway.
I think so too. And I think even, one of the other locations we had looked at was Cross Church. I think even if Cross Church were to come back to us to be a polling location, it's something we would need to think about, maybe not for the primary, but for the general.
Yeah.
My biggest problem with Cross Church is the fact that it's on the other side of the bypass. And that, for voters traveling, that sometimes makes a difference.
Right. I think that part of that is, it doesn't feel like it's in their neighborhood.
Right.
And so that gives it even if it's only a feeling, it's more of we want something in our neighborhood.
Mhm.
So I think that's a much better choice.
And with as much growth as they're building, we might actually have to have both at one point.
This is true.
One on both sides
Yeah.
of the highway. So
Well, good. So do we need to have a motion on this, or does this
I think
fit
if
in with the?
we have, if you want to make a motion to approve the changing of the Fayetteville Public Library early
Okay.
vote hours and the addition
And the
of the
other.
Fayetteville Church of Christ as a vote center, then I do have an updated
Okay.
document for the commission to sign.
Is this,
Jim?
what's the name of this document? A notice of election?
Yes, it's the early vote and election day voting locations is what this one.
I make a motion that we approve the early vote and election day voting locations and document as presented with the changes that were presented.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to accept what Jennifer has put together here with such ability. We don't have to put that in it. But as presented, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
Is there a signature block?
There
on that
is the
somewhere?
very last page. Yeah.
Okay.
And then we will start the work of getting all this information uploaded to our website. I believe that the early vote and election day vote centers have been uploaded to Power Profile. I don't know how
Oh.
quickly that translates to Voter View, but I know the county clerk's office has this information that I'll add the new church to let them know, but pretty soon we'll have more information for the public
Yeah.
online rather.
Okay. Planning ahead with this change in the weather.
Oh, yeah.
We never know what's going to happen in February and March. Okay. Next item is, well, the next item is other, this
It's
is
other
from-
business.
this is what we did before, yeah.
This
Okay.
is just the addition of the county judge to the instant runoff ballots.
Yeah,
And so that's all it is.
okay. So we're basically just looking at these. There's nothing that we have to approve.
No, this is just like I said, the information that will go out to the voters here in the county. And then there's one that's a JP 13.
Okay.
And Jim, I think I gave you two of the same because I have two of the
Oh.
same. So, but yeah,
Thought they looked.
yeah, you're like, I can't
Similar.
tell the difference between the two of
It
them.
was a test you passed.
Yes, I'm not sure who called for this meeting at 9 o'clock on the day or the Monday after Christmas. But yeah.
I wasn't even sure we had called it at all.
Well, Jennifer was trying to do it on Thursday. Wasn't that what it was?
Or
Thursday,
Friday,
the
yeah.
29th or
Yeah,
something?
so, yes, I was. So
Uh,
anyway, so that is just for the commission to review. These will go out to voters who are Uocava voters.
Okay.
do you have special paper that you put these on when they go out?
So I think they normally print them on like yellow paper or something like
Oh.
that. But basically they go out with their normal
Mhm.
ballot.
Right.
But then there's a special envelope inside that is stamped special runoff
Oh,
ballot.
okay.
So that they include that ballot
Mhm.
in that area.
Okay.
And now these ballots, we will not process until after
Right.
the election, after the March 31st
Yeah.
election. So what we do is we go through when we're canvassing their original ballot they've
Mhm.
sent back to us. We proof their voter statement, we record all that information, and then these are set aside and kept track of until we
Mhm.
will need them for the March election or
Okay.
March 31st election.
Okay. Any other business, y'all? If not,